Deep in the heart of West Africa, beyond the shadows of time, lies the story of a kingdom both feared and admired, a realm of warriors and artists, of kings and gods, of triumph and tragedy. This is the story of Benin. Long before Europeans set sail for Africa, long before the guns of empire echoed across her forests, there were the Edo people, farmers, hunters, traders, survivors of time. Their land, fertile, green, and filled with rivers that connected them to the Niger, became the stage for one of Africa's greatest kingdoms. Legend tells of Oranmeyan, a prince of Ife, who came to the land of the Edo. From him came the Oba dynasty, a line of kings that would rule for centuries. Yet in those early days, power was fragile, authority contested, and the kingdom itself but a seed waiting to grow. The coronation of the Oba was not merely political, it was spiritual. The Oba was chosen not just to rule the people, but to stand between them and the gods. A divine king, keeper of harmony, protector of the realm. In this divine kingship lay the secret to Benin's strength. As centuries passed, the Edo expanded their kingdom. Villages became towns, towns became cities. The walls of Benin, vast earthworks stretching thousands of kilometers, rose from the red soil. Stronger than stone, these ramparts became both protection and symbol, proof that the kingdom could endure anything. Trade flourished. Ivory, pepper, palm oil, and artworks of unmatched brilliance left the forests of Benin, finding their way to markets across West Africa. In return, the kingdom drew wealth, prestige, and influence. But it was not wealth alone that gave Benin its power. It was its army. The Benin warrior was disciplined, fearless, bound by loyalty to the Oba. With spears, arrows, and later, European guns, they secured the realm and expanded its frontiers. To fight against Benin was to fight against thunder itself. In its golden age, Benin was not just a kingdom of war, it was a kingdom of art, of meaning, of memory. The bronze plaques of Benin, cast with lost wax perfection, told the story of kings and battles, of gods and rituals, of daily life and eternal power. The ivory carvings, smooth, intricate, divine, carried the essence of a people who believed that art was not decoration but a bridge between worlds. To carve, to cast, to create was to speak with the ancestors, to preserve their voices for eternity. Benin became known across the coasts of Africa as a place of wealth, sophistication, and beauty. Its court dazzled visitors, its order astonished outsiders, but in time, its wealth drew the gaze of others, eyes from across the sea. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to arrive. In the late 15th century, they were awed by what they saw: wide streets, powerful kings, and artistry unlike anything in Europe. Trade began. Cloth, guns, and beads flowed in. Ivory, pepper, and later, people flowed out. The slave trade, that dark river of human misery, touched Benin too. Though the Obas resisted at times, the pull of European goods and the pressures of rival kingdoms drew Benin into the trade in flesh. It was a wound that would scar the land and weaken the kingdom. But the greatest storm was yet to come. For as centuries passed, Europe changed, empires grew greedy, and Britain, rising in power, looked to Africa with conquest in its heart. In 1897, a British expedition marched on Benin. What began as diplomacy turned to blood. Accusations of ambush gave Britain its excuse. An army of thousands with Maxim guns and artillery advanced upon the kingdom. The Edo warriors fought bravely, but spears and muskets could not withstand the rain of bullets. Benin fell. The palace burned. Its treasures, bronzes, ivories, Artworks that had endured centuries were looted, carried to London, Berlin, and Paris. The kingdom that had stood for centuries was broken. The Oba was exiled. The city was left in ashes. Yet the spirit of Benin did not die. Its people endured. Its culture lived on. Today, the bronzes of Benin sit in museums across the world, reminders of a civilization too great to erase. And now, voices rise, calling for their return, for history to be healed. The Kingdom of Benin is more than its fall. It is its art, its resilience, its story, a story that belongs not only to the Edo, not only to Nigeria, but to all of humanity. Because the Benin Kingdom was never just a kingdom. It was, and is, a testament to what Africa was and what Africa can be again. Benin Kingdom, the full story. Like, share, comment, and subscribe as we bring more forgotten histories to light.